Well, welcome back to Strong Opinion Hibs. This is episode 19. I'm Charlie, and as always, I'm joined by Calvin. How you doing, Calvin?
Aye, no bad, mate. What about yourself?
I'm doing well. And tonight, we're delighted to be joined by Jordan Hopkinson, who runs the Capital Football Shirts Twitter account. How are you doing, Jordan?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Thanks for asking.
No, of course. So we just thought, you know, with it being pre-season, we'd just like to chat to some Hibs fans about some different topics. So Jordan, we're going to ask you some questions to start with about your company. So how did Capital Football Shirts come about?
It was totally just stumbled upon, to be honest with you. Just during lockdown, obviously, everybody was just trying to find something to do and stuff like that. So I made an Instagram page. Pretty much, one of my mates buys and sells football shirts. So I thought, I'll jump on the bandwagon, put some of my own personal shirts up. And I think it was the 1994 home Hibs shirt. I put that up, and I started getting a few Hibs fans asking, "Oh, where did you get that? Can you get me that?" Stuff like that. And then, so I made a few inquiries, reached out to a few people, and then before you know it, I was getting maybe like 34 Hibs shirts in a week, and then it just literally took off from there. So it was just total pot luck the way it panned out. But since then, it's just been wild. It's been manic. But yeah, I've loved every minute. The shirts have been crazy that I've got. The people that I've made friends. It's been excellent, to be honest. Aye.
That's class. I know Calvin's got a few of them behind him that he's bought for you. Calvin, what ones have you got?
I've certainly, but I've bought a few. Like, I think I'll probably do your nutting most of the time, just texting you saying, "Is this available? Is that available?" And I'm always too late, man. I'm always put the phone down and I'm away. I'm away folding washing or doing something, and I'll go back to it. And I'm like, Christ. But I bought a few off you. Like, I bought the that was the one we went down in the championship, the all green one with the glory, the famous 5-1. Do you remember it? I got the glory to the Hibs written on it.
Yeah.
And the bottle green, where it comes into sort of the diamond and fades into the light green.
Uh-huh.
And a few other things as well, like bits and pieces, shorts and that, and good bits. But if you've not, if you're a listener and you've not been on Jordan's page, definitely head over to Capital Football Shirts, because it's just more than just Hibs you do as well. It's all teams, isn't it? So
it's mostly all teams, yeah. But it's mostly Hibs, but all teams. Just anything I can get my hands on, to be honest with you. But it always falls back to Hibs for some reason. So.
I know, but it is a good thing, and I think you're probably one of the most well-renowned shirt sellers that I've came in contact with anyway, and I think you've grown quite a follower on Twitter as well, which is good news. So if you're not already on that, jump on it.
Thanks very much.
No worries at all.
Calvin, do you want to run through the results of the Twitter poll that we had about the discussion that we were chatting about?
Aye, so obviously this week we want to talk about Hibs kits, because it's been the release of the new Hibs kit. A lot of people have been getting it pre-ordered, delivered to the house, or you can now go into the shop and buy it. Just what's your thoughts on this year's kits, guys? Obviously the home one first of all.
I really
would you think it ranks?
I like it. The attention to detail is fantastic. It's been
a
lot of thought put in it. I really do like it. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a cracker looking back. Like I think it's almost the pinnacle. Like I think it'll be really hard to outdo this. It's class. Like I would never have guessed in a million years that they would have put like the map on a football top, but it's just so cool. Looks really good. Like,
I really like it. Like Jordan was saying, the attention to detail is spot on. And you know, I think it's going to be one of those ones like the Adidas kits in a few years' time where people are just trying to pay crazy money for it. So it'd probably be worth keeping a hold of it, I would say.
Aye, definitely. I quite like the youth teams one as well, because they've not got the sponsor in it. You can actually see more of the map. It looks smart. Like,
it's nice.
So
I don't know what's happening with my camera, guys. Sorry, I've just noticed it just looks like I'm looking down, but I'm not looking down.
No, you're totally
fine. That's all right, mate.
Try to change it about, but I don't know what's wrong with it.
Nah, that's all right, honestly.
Nah, you're totally fine.
As you say about the home shirt, I was a bit sceptical when it was going to be Joma, just by looking at their previous shirts and stuff like that. But they've really produced, to be honest. It's a class shirt in my opinion.
I agree.
It'll be nice to see the away kit when that. I think that's coming out next week. I think that's when it'll drop properly. Yeah. So be good to see.
I was in the store the other day actually, and I seen it on the mannequin and in person as well. It's class. It's really nice.
That's good. So Calvin, what was the results with the pinstripe or hoop?
So I just had a thought the other day. It was a shower thought, and I was looking at the away kit, and I was thinking, would have it been cool just for discussion if instead of the pinstripe, because I don't know where the pinstripe comes from. Like, it is dead smart, and I do like the away kit, but I'm not really sure where that sort of design comes from. So I just thought, what would that kit look like if instead of it was pinstriped? Do you know how Hibs used to have obviously the green and white hoops before Celtic did? I just wondered what the kit would have looked like if they'd done that. Like, would that have been well received? And we chucked a poll out on Twitter. Somebody actually made the concept kit. I don't know if you've seen it, Jordan. But it was actually, that was it there with the stripes instead.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
It was all right. I mean, it looked all right, but just for a matter of discussion, I want to see what folk would have thought about that. But 84% people said no, they should have stuck with the pinstripes over the hoops. So
I'm with the 84%, to be honest.
Aye.
Just hoops. The hoops just doesn't sound right.
No.
It looks not too bad, but it's just the fact that it's hoops. I don't think I'd go for it myself.
I'd agree with you, but I didn't think it looks that bad. Like, I thought it would have been a nice wee touch just being back to sort of, the roots. But no, I'm delighted with the pinstripe. I think that's probably one of the smartest away kits we've had in a while. Like, really nice.
Totally.
Really nice.
Right, well, this week we're going to do mine and Calvin and Jordan's top 3 home and away kits. So we'll start with the home one. So Calvin, what have you got in number 3?
At number 3, right, we're going like that.
We'll go with number 3 one.
I think I'm going to put the 2009-2010 shirt in there. It was the McEwen Fraser, and it had the bottle green down one side, and it had just a normal green down the other side. I'll hold up to the camera so you can see it, but it will appear on the screen if you're watching the video. That one there, I thought I really liked it. I think I liked it just because of some of the players we had, like Benji, Zamama. It was a really, really good team in that. Chris Hogg in that as well. It was a good season. I liked that shirt. I think it was probably the first time I'd seen the introduction of the bottle green as well, and a kit which I quite liked. So for that one stuck out for me.
Aye. Jordan, what have you got at number 3?
Number 3, I have got the 1998-2000 shirt. I'll get a picture up for you just now. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a cracker. And then I've had that before in long sleeved. It's phenomenal. I love that shirt. As you said with your shirt, just the players and stuff like that in that team at the time, your Lappies and stuff. Sozi, it's an iconic shirt for me. So that's in at number 3.
That's a beauty. I think that was. Me and you both have got the away kit for that season, Calvin. The yellow one, right?
The reverse, the yellow one's cracking.
The yellow one as well, yeah.
That was
class.
I think that was one of the kits that took me a while to get, but I got it when we were in the championship. But it's a beauty. So number 3 for me is the 2006-07 kit when we won the CIS. I'll put it on the screen here. So it's the emerald green, with a white collar, and just a really nice kit. And it's the first kit that I ever seen Hibs win a cup in. So, a beauty a kit. So that we'll move on to number 2 for the home kits. Calvin, what have you got for number 2?
For number 2, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the year right here. It was a 2006 home shirt. I'll pop a picture of it up here for you. This one, I liked this one a lot just because at the time, again, it comes back to the players, but I remember they had the collar on it, and as you lifted up the collar, there was a Hibs badge underneath the collar as well, which was really smart. That was really smart. And there was quite a few players as well that cut the collar off of that shirt.
I remember that.
Which was quite strange. I think Gary O'Connor used to do it, and Scott Brown used to do it as well. And I just liked it. Yeah, so it was a good time to be a Hibby in that. They had a good team. Mikey Stewart and that was in the team as well. Sort of the first player that comes to mind when I see that shirt. But I think the white and Mackay, the sort of the blue as well, just sort of contrasts quite nice. I thought it was quite a cool shirt. I really liked it with the collar and just the detail, the level of detail with the wee badge, and that was smart.
Aye, that is nice.
It's a very popular shirt as well. When I get that seems to go straight away. So a lot of people obviously agree with you there.
Aye, what have you got at number 2, Jordan?
Number 2, I've got the Scottish Cup 2015-16 shirt.
Aye, that's
Aye.
I couldn't not have that in.
Aye, that's my holy grail one. I'd try and not put that in, but that's class. Like, that's the best ever.
For obvious reasons, you have to have that in there. It's just such a nice shirt as well. The colour's brilliant. It's an amazing fit. Great shirt.
Aye, it's one that I left out because there'll never be a better Hibs top than that. For me, for number 2, it's 2002-03, and it's the season before I started going to the games. But it's this one here. It's the Carlsberg Lecoq Sportif one. It's a beauty, a kit, and it's one that took me a long time to actually find on eBay. I feel like it's, Jordan, you might know a wee bit more about it, but it seems like it's one that doesn't pop up that often.
It doesn't actually pop up that often, you're right. I get that few far between.
Aye, it's a good kit, and I sold it for a lot of money. So, it's one of those ones last year in lockdown that people were willing to pay crazy money for a top, so I cashed in on that.
Fair enough.
We'll go to our favourite home tops. Calvin, what's number 1 for you?
Mine's would be the 2016 one, but just I left it out because I thought we'd clash. We'd not have the same kit, so I tried to go a wee bit more obscure here. Mine's is it's hard getting the year right here. I think it's a 2003-2004 home kit. It's this one here. It's just Carlsberg. It's got the white sleeves and just the green middle. The reason I like that was because it was the first Hibs Hearts game I'd ever seen Hibs win, which I was actually there in person. I think O'Connor scored the winner. It was 1-0, like the 90th minute. I just really liked the top. I thought it was really nice and simple, but effective as well. I really like that one. It's a decent fit as well.
That's a nice fit.
Jordan, for yourself?
For myself, I've went for the Adidas 1989-91 shirt.
Classic, man.
It's the most sought after, in my opinion.
Aye.
Hibs shirt, the one everyone wants, everyone messages for.
Aye.
Again, it's a great slim fit. It's just class. I love it personally.
Aye,
that's amazing.
It's one that one day. I
get maybe 2 or 3 messages, maybe about 2 or 3 messages a week. People wanting that, asking for that. It's mad, the demand for it.
How many do you get in circulation? Because surely there's no that many going around.
But that's what I think, and then one always just seems to pop up. It's
really
mad.
Wow.
But, it's crazy. But the people that buy them off me, they don't want to sell it. So I can only go on for so long before nobody wants to sell it. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking.
One always seems to pop up, and it's usually in bizarre circumstances. But that's what I think to myself every time. I think there can't be much more. It can't be many more, and then one always just does seem to pop up. But lovely shirt.
It's a beauty. It's one that I think every Hibs fan is looking for. So hopefully one day I'll get it. My favourite one out with the 2016 is actually this season's home top. Purely for the fact that it's got the map of Edinburgh on it, and it's I like that it flows from one green into the next. So emerald at the top and bottle in the like towards the bottom of the shirt, and just a beautiful top, and really, really nice. There we are. There's the home tops. So we'll move on to the away. So Calvin, what's number 3 at your away top?
Number 3 at my away top is let me put these in order. It's the 2003-2004 away shirt that year. Just opposite to the home one. I'm sure that's away one there. I like that one as well, just because not just the shirt, but I liked how the badge was sort of centralised in the middle of the kit. But I also liked the fact that it was the whole strip for me. I liked the yellow with the green shorts and the yellow socks. I just thought that was class. I think it's been a while since they've they've had an away strip since that where they've done yellow shirt, green shorts and yellow socks. For me growing up, that was probably that was my sort of first away shirt I can remember getting, and just getting the shorts in that way as well. I always thought that was obviously Hibs away colours, but then they obviously change them every now and then. But no, I think that is classic Hibs. I do like a yellow shirt. I think they've been a wee bit lazy recently with the yellow ones. It's like no that much thought's been put into them, but for me that one sticks out. Just nice thin shirt. It's like thin material, but yeah, I just liked how the badge was centralised in that. It looked pretty cool.
Aye, I actually got that one during lockdown last year, but it was just before the shirt started to boom. So I think I paid like 25 quid for it, whereas now it's crazy how expensive it is.
It'd be more than that. Luckily, my dad had quite a few shirts growing up, so I've managed to steal them.
Aye. Jordan, what have you got at number 3?
Number 3, I have the 2021 away, the white one. I do really like it. And it reminds me of I think it's the 1985-86 away it's got the white collar. It's kind of similar to that. And obviously I had to put one of them in. So I've chose that one.
Aye.
That's
actually the one that's number 3 on my list as well. And it's just because it's it's like you say, it's gone back to, it feels like it's a retro one and almost gone back to the 80s, 90s. So that's number 3 on mine as well. So we'll move swiftly on. Calvin, what's number 2?
I put the 2016 purple one, the away one. It was like purple, but it had a bit of a luminous green through it as well. There you are. I thought that one was dead smart, just because I think it was the first time. I think for a while Hibs fans had been crying out for a purple shirt, and I think that was the first time they'd done it quite well. And the fact it was Nike as well, I just thought it was smart, like really smart that Nike had.
Well,
Aye. Class,
Nike done some nice kits for us, but some shan ones as well, like that bottle all green one. That was awful. But aye, Nike were good.
I like that.
Jordan, what have you got at number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to be boring, and I've done the 1989-91 away as well. I've took the home and away.
Aye, it's a smart one as well.
They're both classics.
I can't get away from them, to be honest. They're just lovely shirts.
Aye.
And that's also similar to the 21 away with the collar. It's kind of the same design.
Aye, definitely.
But I love that. I love 89, 91 home and away. Just they're my top 2.
Aye. And I've went for this one, the 2008-9. It's the yellow with the green stripes down the side. That's a really nice kit. I think I like the way it was the green sleeve into the yellow. And like you were saying, Calvin, about your one, I think it's just a really nice design, and it's a bit unique with the yellow. So I really like that. The material's
a bit different on that shirt as well.
I remember that one being quite itchy.
Aye.
I had the home and the away, and I think I had the goalie top that year as well. But because I don't know why, but it was a nice one. But I remember that material being quite annoying. But
it's quite a thick material.
Aye. Lovely kit though. Really, really nice design. Well, we'll move on to our favourites, our favourite away kits of all time then. Calvin, for yourself.
I was just quite quick. So I used to get slagged in P for wearing that one you just showed. Everyone used to say it was minging, I used to get bullied for it. But I thought it was all right. My most favourite one is a shirt I've never had, but I just look at it and I think that's so classy. I really, really like it. It's a 2001 away kit. It just looks like a classic Hibs shirt with the green at the side, the green on the collar, and also the green armbands as well. It just looks really smart with the green shorts and the white socks. A really well executed one. I really like that a lot.
Aye. Totally, mate. Jordan, for yourself?
Yeah, I've went with.
Oh, that's a beauty.
1994-96 away shirt. Personally, that's my all-time favourite Hibs shirt. Pretty much due to the fact that I'd videoed a game when my earliest memory is when I was 6, and I'd videoed a game, Hibs versus Celtic. It was the 3rd of February 1996, when Darren Jackson had to go in goals.
Oh,
Celtic
aye.
Celtic beat Hibs 2-1. And I had that on video, and I used to watch that like every day. And honestly, when I was wee, I just used to put that and watch that all the time. And I just love that shirt. Just the colours, the blends, just phenomenal. And I think most Hibs fans have the same thought as me, because that flies off the shelf as well.
Aye, it's a cracker.
Aye, it is a cracker.
Aye, it's a cracker.
For me, I've went for a similar colour scheme, another purple and green one. It's the 2001-2 one, and it's one that I've never ever seen on eBay or on any website or anywhere. And if I could ever get one in my size, I'll pay whatever money I need to pay to get it. It's my favourite away kit ever.
Well, it's funny you say that. I'm really joking. I'm sorry. I done that.
My life savings are ready to drop. But, no, it's a beauty. I think just the way that the badges in the middle, it's all green sponsor, and it's just cracker. So that's my favourite away kit. So we're gonna do something a wee bit non-Hibs related here. We're gonna look at our favourite other kit. So Calvin, what's your other favourite kit from any other team you want, except Hearts? Not allowed that.
Nah, there's none of them, man. None of them I like. Let me get the year right here. I think it's 2018. It's a Napoli shirt, and it's this one here. I've actually got it. It's 2018-2019. It's their home jersey. It's that one there. If you've ever seen it, it's got like a really nice sort of like almost like a crystal sort of design. It's like loads of different shades of blue, but it's just dead smart. Like I really like it. I really like the different shades of blue that are on it. I think the badge is really nice and simple. I'm not a big fan of the foreign teams when they've got like 20 sponsors on the shirt. I'm not really a big fan of that, but I think that looks all right. It's one of the ones I was on holiday there, and I managed to pick it up fairly cheap, and it's so really good. The only thing is it's a really tight fit. Like I didn't realise how tight it was, but it's like skin tight, so it's a bit tight. So it wasn't one of the frames, but I really like the different shades of blue that are on it. I think it's really cool.
It's a nice one. Jordan, for yourself?
For myself, I'm going to go with a Scotland shirt. I think this is one. I've got two of them recently.
Oh, it's a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's just the colours, the purple. It's the purple that just draws me in. The Scotland leisure shirts. I think it's just the colours that really just draw me in.
They're really smart.
Really like the ones.
They were pretty popular in the Euros, though, eh? I think a lot of fans have bought them.
I don't know if you've seen the jumper that I seen someone advertised in Marketplace. It was the exact same design as that, but it was just a zipped hoodie or a jumper or something. I thought it was dreadful, and I posted it on Twitter, and everyone was commenting, "Oh, where can I get this?"
Oh wow!
So everybody must have loved it, but I thought the in a zip form was a bit too much, but everyone seemed to have loved it.
Aye, no, that's good.
Aye.
Mine is a Liverpool one from 1999. It's their away kit that year, and it's this one. It's following the similar green colour scheme. It's just a beauty. I'm a Liverpool fan as well as a Hibs fan, and Liverpool didn't usually have great away kits, but that's a standout away kit that I've seen them have. So, there we are. That's my favourite other kit, and I've never came across that one online yet, but hopefully one day I'll be able to buy it. So it's a beauty. We'll move on to our second last segment, and it's Calvin. It's our shirt numbers this week. Episode 19. We've had a lot of number 19s, which I found out earlier on when I was planning this wee bit. And Jordan, we'll get your opinion on this as well. So we usually do like our favourite person to have wore that shirt number. So I'll just read out players to have worn number 19, and then we can pick our favourite ones. So we've had Fabrice Henry, Matthias Jack, Kevin Thompson, Amadou Conte, Thomas Sawunmi, Thierry Gattuso, Abdesalam Benjaloun, Darryl Duffy, Victor Paulson, Paco Jabi, Danny Handlin, James Keatons, and Jamie McLaren. That's a long list. That's probably the biggest one in weeks we've had.
Aye.
Anyone got anyone who stands out straight away?
I like Matthias Jack.
Mm.
I play football myself, and I'm more winger striker, so I should be liking your Kevin Thompsons or your
Aye.
But defender Matthias Jack, he was a total hard nut,
Aye.
tough as nails. Loved him, solid. So I'm going to go with him.
He was good.
And I think we had over 100 appearances. I think he had for Hibs as well.
I did. He was.
Aye.
I didn't imagine that he planned on staying long, but yeah, he was a fantastic player. I think he was just about to leave when I started going to the game, so I had a good season with him, and then he buggered off somewhere else. But
yeah, he went to Raid after Hibs as well.
That's right, he did. You're right. I totally forgot who he went to, but he had a good career in Scotland. Calvin, who have you got?
He was solid.
I missed a lot of players at that age. Like I was a bit weird when I was younger. I didn't like football till I was about 9, so I missed out on a lot of like Latape, Matis Jack, like a lot of those players that people talk about nowadays. Unfortunately, so I think there's a lot of players that I like there. Like Benji, I loved Benji Lumen. He was at Hibs, so it was class. I thought Thompson was good as well, but I thought Thompson was he was number 8 as well, eh?
He was. Aye,
he was a good number 8, but number 19. I like James Keatons, the man who ran the other way. He ran to my corner at Hampden, so I'd always remember that. It was a good day, mate. It was good.
Aye.
I liked how Keatons got the tattoo in that as well, because he was at Hearts, right, and then he got the Hibs tattoo in that as well. So I've always had a wee soft spot for him. Aye.
I think I'm going to go for Kevin Thompson. I think he was just breaking through wearing that number 19 when I started watching him. So, I'll go with Thompson. And a good servant to the club. I know he's the Hun now, but he was a good servant to the club when he was here. So we'll go with him. So Jordan, we've got some questions for the listeners to ask you to finish us off. So the first one comes from Jack Gillies, a regular on the podcast, and he asks, what is your favourite Hibs goalie top?
Favourite Hibs goalie top is, I'm going to again say the one that Darren Jackson pulled on in 1996, just due to the colours. That I don't know if you remember it. It's like the multicoloured.
Oh, that's right.
I've seen that. Aye.
It's I don't know how to describe it, but it's full of colour. It's such a nice shirt. I'll see if I've got a photo actually.
They just don't make them like that nowadays, eh?
No.
Nah, it's weird.
So I'll move on to the next one while you're trying to find the picture. And it's from Scott Jr. And he asks, what is the most expensive Hibs top that you've came across or sold?
Without doubt, it's the George Best, the match worn one that I had in the frame. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Oh, I missed that one.
I missed that one, aye.
It was quite early on when I was getting the shirts. I've got a picture of it there.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
In the frame. And, I stumbled across that actually, and I ended up putting it up for sale on eBay. And it made the papers and stuff like that as well. It made the evening news.
Wow.
But it never sold on eBay, but I sold it privately to someone. I don't know if I can't. I'm not going to say figures because it wants to stay.
No, of course.
That's so, mate. No worries.
The buyer, but that was a few thousand anyway.
Oh wow!
For that, but if I could have got it authenticated properly, because there's obviously no way of getting it authenticated.
Of course.
I tried to reach out to a few people, but there's literally just no way they can authenticate it because it was that old. As a match-worn jersey, but I'd seen some of his match-worn Northern Ireland shirts going for something between, I think it was like £17,500.
Wow.
And that was with authentication. So I think I would have got a lot more if I was able to authenticate it. But sadly couldn't. But the buyer was happy anyway, so everybody was happy. And what a shirt it was.
It's a beauty.
Aye.
It's a beauty.
Just to backtrack, Charlie, what's your favourite Hibs goalie top? Is there anything come to mind for you?
I'm trying to think. It's a good question, mate. Mine is probably the one Daniel Anderson wore. Let me try and find a picture.
Aye, the yellow one, the black one.
Yellow and black, aye, that's my favourite one. And it's one I've looked all over the place for. And again, I don't think they're that common, but it's one that I would love to get. I think I saw one on like classic football shirts for like £300 once. I was like, I'm not paying that for a top. Yeah, I mean, I might in the future if one comes up, but that's probably my favorite. What's your favorite one?
I think probably the one you've just mentioned, or the one Marciano wore last year.
That's a nice one. That
pretty smart. Like I like that a lot.
Oh, there it is. There's the one Darren Jackson. Aye, that's
class.
That's a nice one. That
just all the colours. It's just really nice.
Aye.
I think I'm just going into all colours, purple, pink. I think that's all.
I think that's something that Hibs didn't really have a lot of like multicolored goalie tops.
They're all bog standard now.
I'd like to see more of that. I know we've got a pink one and a yellow one this year, which is pretty good. Hopefully they're more easy accessible than the last season's one, because they were like kid sizes that came out. But last question, Jordan, it's one that I've written. So it's, have you ever sold a football top to a pro footballer?
I have, yes.
Is there a recent one that draws to mind?
Poacher bought one off me. He bought a
cool
1989 away shirt, I think it was.
Nice.
But I think that was just for a gift for someone.
Aye.
But it's always exciting when you see people that you're watching, Hibs players and stuff like that, and they get in touch. It's quite good.
That's class.
Aye, that is cool.
He was the most recent one.
I saw am I right in thinking you sold Emiliano Bottiglieri's one back to him?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's class.
That was a good story. That was actually through a guy on Twitter that I sell shirts to, Jack Callard. He reached out and says, "Why don't you just message Emilio, see if he wants to buy it back?" And I thought, I don't know, I'm not too sure about it. And he said he would do it, so he actually emailed him for me. And then within a couple of days, Emilio emailed me, took my number, and then things took off from there. I originally didn't want to buy it, and then he got back the next day and he says, in fact, yeah, I'll take it. And he's absolutely delighted. And I've spoke to him for days and days, and he's honestly such a nice guy. And I think when he says he's going to come over to Scotland and we're going to grab a beer, so that's good. Pretty cool, actually.
That's brilliant.
Aye.
Have you ever had any like footballers like donate shirts to you, that like match worn ones that they've worn or anything? Or
Joel Murray's gave me a couple of her shirts right at the very start. Yeah. So apart from that, it's just Joel, I think. Yeah.
Cool, man. That's cool.
That's class. Calvin, you bumped into her.
But if anyone else wants to donate any other shirts, that'd be great.
No, that's class. Well, we're almost out of time for this week. It's been class getting to chat football shirts with you, Jordan, because that seems like it's one of your big passions. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks very much for having me as well.
No, of course.
Been great.
And
no worries.
And for the listeners who haven't checked your stuff out before, where can they find you?
My personal Twitter is Jordan Hop 90, and the Instagram page Capital Football Shirts 9.
Brilliant.
Just drop me a message.
Great.
All right.
Perfect. No worries. Cheers for coming on, mate. I've really enjoyed that.
Thank you very much. No worries. Thank you very much.
Cheers. We'll chat to the listeners next week.
And he told me